Um, okay. Why is this not changing? Um, I honestly couldn't care less right now. What the fuck? I am surprised I have any hairs left, and I'm done. This is it. I've never seen a team lose this bad. I've never in my entire life have I seen something like this. Dog, I might cry. What the fuck? What am I want? Like, I actually don't know. Yeah, it's not working. Um, let's actually just see. I'm just making sure. Okay, so I guess it's working. Oh man, do the Spurs even deserve to be in the NBA? And I'm quite serious about this. Like, I have actually never seen a team do something like this ever. Ever. I know there's a lot of background noise, and all 0 people who are watching this are gonna complain, so it's fine, but I can't even go on my phone. It's just everyone. I open my phone and it's people shitting on my team. It's over. Um, the thing about when LeBron went down 3-1 was that it was fucking LeBron. This isn't LeBron James. Oh my god. The amount of hair I've pulled out. I might actually. I have never been the type of guy who's like, hey, I'm gonna fucking. Like, I'm gonna. I don't even. Oh my god, I can't even speak right now. I can't even speak right now. This team had me on the fucking floor. First of all, when we come out of the halftime and we're shooting fucking threes like we think we're Steph Curry. We got lucky when we made those threes. There's a regression to the sport, and we knew that. That's what we play against when we're playing against the Knicks. We're looking at that. And I actually don't know what I've seen. I actually don't know what I've seen. Um, yeah. Every time I look at my phone, I turn on Do Not Disturb because every time I look at my fucking phone, it's another motherfucker telling me like, "Hey, look at that game." And even the people who are trying to be nice to me and people who don't watch basketball and they're trying to like, you know, make me feel better about my team because, this is a global fucking event and people know about it. Those people aren't even like helping out. Like they're being like, "Oh, I'm sorry for your loss." As if someone died. Yeah, my heart died today. You got me fucked up. I mean, it's so simple. You get the steal, you don't put up the fucking shot. I can't even feel my skin right now. I have every vein in my body is pulsating. You know what they talk about when you bloat when you have a cortisol spike? I feel like my entire right cheek over here has expanded. I think I was saying half of this and then I lost my words in between. I've never been one for the delete social media crowd, but I might do it. I might have to go out here and fucking delete everything. I don't know what's going on. I actually don't know what's going on. Oh my god. And we live and die by De'Aaron Fox here. But wow. I can't believe it. I said this earlier in one of my videos. If we live and die by De'Aaron Fox, we're not living. We are not living. Live and die by De'Aaron Fox. The living is you get one clutch shot in 4 games. In 4 games that are in crunch time, you have De'Aaron Fox make the biggest mistake of the game. I actually can't believe it. This isn't even a mistake where you can blame it on him missing shots or anything. You can't blame the ankle on this one, De'Aaron. Like, what the fuck? Like, oh my god. You can't. This is simply just the worst finals loss that there will ever be. This is an unbreakable record. Because this was the largest lead through a half in an away playoff game when they didn't count the bubble, which because the bubble was, all like virtual and everything, there's no such thing as away and home. But I'm actually sick. My stomach is in fucking knots. I broke my fucking water bottle. My water bottle, which is, you see that blue thing right there? Yeah. It's fucking dented. I actually just don't know what happened. I've always been one to complain, and fuck these Knicks fans all game. All they're doing is crying about the referee this, crying about the referee that while they're down 30 fucking points. And then they're going to go out in this game and be like, oh, Jalen Brunson is clutch. The referees were still. They shot 8 more free throws. Weren't they using that as their argument all series? Respectfully, Jose Alvarado picks Wemby up by the ACL and fucking tries to kill him. After Mitchell Robinson shoulders him, you got your lick back. That's it. And Wemby, dude, like, you need to stop this bullshit where you flail the fucking arm. Every time you flail the arm, it gets called. Every time that we lose a game like this, I say something like, I want Kawhi, I want this, I want that. I just don't even want to, like, go outside. I don't want to do anything. This is just horrible. Honestly, I mean, this is over. And regardless of what happens, if we pull off a 3-1 comeback and De'Aaron Fox is Finals MVP, he needs Kenneth Walker treatment. He needs to not be re-signed. He needs to not. He's already signed to 90 years for $9 billion, but he needs to be managed, sent away. I am okay if we somehow win 3 straight and somehow Aaron Fox turns into prime LeBron, that is his ceiling. Sell him. Because 9 out of 10 times he's not. At this point, what are we even gonna fucking do? Is it even possible to be a fan at this point? Just fuck this. I'm done with this. I wore this to work today. I'm gonna wear this instead. I'm not gonna turn to Lost and Unbound and rip my fucking jersey apart. But this piece of shit, it's done. It's actually incredible. This is me cooling off, by the way. This is me cooling my head and coming back to reality and realizing that there's 3 more games. Potentially, not even. It's over on Saturday. And I have never felt so bad in my life. I just never have. And there's a press conference. Did Wemby go to this? Because I'm not on the fucking team. I'm just a fan. I'm just looking through Twitter right now. Again, I can't even open my iMessage app. It is actually blowing up. I'm probably one of the least popular people I even know. I don't want to watch basketball anymore. I don't want to see anything. This sucks. I think I'm cooling off finally. I need to figure out what I'm going to do about my water bottle situation. Man. Let's get into talking a little bit actually about this game. And we'll go. Dude, this fucking shirt is so hot. It is like 1,000,000 degrees in California right now. Hold. I'm going to find a beater. All right. Yeah, probably not the best time to live stream when I am absolutely seething and cannot put a single thought together. Man, and I thought I was going to come back here regardless win or loss and talk about something. The way we lost that other game was not nearly as bad as how we lost this one. I just want For those of you who don't know, Kawhi Leonard is my favorite player. And to this day, all I want is Kawhi back. There's all De'Aaron Fox had to do is run the clock out. Yeah, that is. And I don't want this soft shit anymore. Of course, OG Anunoby is gonna get you there. Are we serious? This is an all defensive I think he was a snub, but regardless, he is the best defender on this court. Or I guess Wemby's on this court. Second best defender on this court. And you are 5 inches and basically 50 pounds smaller than this guy. And you want to take a soft little layup? Are you serious? My bad. I will never even come outside. I don't want to go outside. I have to go to the bathroom so bad right now. But that would mean going outside and seeing my parents, who know I'm a Spurs fan, and they're immigrant parents. They don't know anything about basketball. I can't go outside. Like, I'm thinking about calling out from work tomorrow. I don't think I can show up to work. You know why? Because at work on my little whiteboard that we have by the side of my desk, I wrote, "Go Spurs, go." Yeah, so obviously that's the main thing in this game is that we turned them over. And is there some clip here where I can reanalyze this? Hey, Mitch, run some offense. Yeah. De'Aaron Fox went for the layup there. That's what he did. I see Spurs Muse on Twitter trying to calm people down, saying we got him right where we want him. Okay, here's what happens. Wemby gets the block. De'Aaron Fox pokes the rebound out. There are 12 seconds left, and he goes up and tries to put it up. Doesn't even bring the second arm out to control the shot. I don't know. I seriously have no idea what I've ever watched. This is different. This is pain. Wow. Like, if you guys know me, which you probably don't, but then again, the few people who may be watching this may know me in real life, I am this super, I need everything to stimulate me kind of person. Like, I need 3 screens going. That's why I have my monitor set up. That's why I got my phone on my side at all times and why its battery is always low. It's because I'm always using it. This man on my wallpaper right here, that is the only man I want in on the fourth quarter. It has been now in, what is this, 3 games? We've seen it. Stephon Castle has proved he is clutch. Again, 2 for 2 from the free throw line here. He shoots 2 more free throws a little bit earlier while they're still like making their comeback. He makes both. When they start showing the graphic, he's 7 for 7 and he's 81% shooter. Again, I know that no one is ever due. I'm a stats major. Trust me, I get it. But if there was any time for Steph Castle to miss a free throw, it would have been then. The thing I posted on my Instagram story, which I'm not even a big Instagram story poster, especially now on my main account. Follow the IG, by the way, at Shashan Gupta. I really need it after this one. That's my IG story. I'm trying my best to sit down here, and we're already 20 minutes in. I'm trying my best to sit down here and give my analysis on this game, but I straight up can't. I felt defeated after game 2, and that was because that game was neck and neck the entire way. Yeah, I don't know. I think my mother was trying to come in and cheer me up, but I don't know what she was saying. I'm not trying to see anything right now. Man, I'm just looking. Some of my friends' stories. They're having a blast. Wemby does go, and he says it just hurts. It hurts to see your 7'5" center miss like 9 straight tip-up dunks and taking 4 or 5 tip attempts each time and getting bailed out by a foul. I will need to go back and watch that tape to see if there's some like insane grabbing of the arms or anything in this one. But I don't think that any grabbing of the arms is an excuse at this point, because we've seen Wemby do it. Through the contact, he has played. He did it all last series. He was playing through contact because we saw that these games are not the same kind of contact anymore. It is the playoffs. People can grab you. They can play a little rougher. And he goes and he misses so many tips. I think I counted 3 like separate instances where he missed multiple tips. And Steph Castle kept trying to get it to him. Everyone always says, get Wemby in the paint, get him going. Steph Castle gave up good, clean, mid-range shots to get his best player going. There is no excuse here. There just isn't. And yeah, Cat stepped on the line. That is not a one game. That is a tie game going to overtime in which we would lose. So I'm not even going to debate it or say that we deserve to go to overtime, because I think in the second half, we put up less than 30 points. In the second half, we scored 41 in the first quarter. In 2 halves of basketball, we couldn't do that. And there's not too many people I can even get on here. Devin Vassell, I mean, he just keeps chucking up threes, but again, he only shoots 4 more. He still plays the elite defense that we need him to. Wemby shoots 9 for 25. He shoots 8 threes. Even when we were going on our run, I see Wemby take some crazy threes. And I'm like, hey, we're up by 40, so it's fine. But you can't otherwise do that. And guess what happens? Otherwise happens. I feel like my cortisol is returning because my cheeks are like coming back to normal. But I know it doesn't really show from the box score. Castle only has 13, 5, and 5 here. I think my vision is blurred from how upset I am at this game because I can't even read this. He doesn't shoot it well in this game at all, but what he does is he just doesn't take the same shot volume. De'Aaron Fox shoots 16 shots, including multiple clutch time shots, and yes, he hits that big three. That is great, but I'm not even talking about his shooting in this game. You gotta take a timeout. It's just this. He is supposed to be the veteran on this team. He is supposed to be that guy, and he's not. God damn. I'm gonna take a look at that clip one more time because I need to see. Is there a way I can see my likes still? Let me see. I don't think we have Dylan Harper in again. And it worked in game 3, by the way. Dylan Harper, I don't think, is in this game right now. I see Steph come up here. I know Devin Vassell was in this game. I just don't know if Julian Champagny was in this game. Oh, here we are. Dylan Harper was in this game, so I can't say anything about them not playing Dylan Harper. Yeah. Spurs blew this lead because they kept jacking up threes for no reason. That's 100% right. Oh, my God. It has been over 30 minutes since this loss. I started this live stream 10, 15 minutes after this loss. I had to sit in my bed for a second and really think about what I had just seen. I honestly don't know if I'm going to go into work tomorrow. I don't know how I'm going to sleep. I was ready to be, posting some gimmicks or something on YouTube with the belt that I'm wearing on my waist, going like, yeah, that's Knicks. No, this is Wemby. All night, Wemby. Come on now. Next thing, can we please get Richard Jefferson off these games? I just don't want to hear him. He is a Knicks fan. I don't want to hear him. I admit that these games are pretty fairly called. I do think that usually they review close threes like that. They didn't in this case. I'm fine with it, whatever. But oh my God. And my hair is never going to go back to normal after this one. But I think I genuinely may have yanked out some pieces because when I saw no one box out OG Anunoby, and okay, I see Jalen Brunson put up that three. I saw it was short. And I was like, yes. And no. I fell to my knees grabbing my hair. And we don't even get a shot up because Dylan Harper makes a bad pass. Why is Dylan Harper inbounding? I get it. Steph Castle is clutch. Yes. But he can be clutch in a passing way too. I want Steph Castle inbounding there to maybe Dylan Harper in the paint if you don't believe that De'Aaron Fox or Wemby is going to give you the best chance here. I wonder if I can edit this down and make it into a video somehow, just cut out the clips of me just sighing and doing all that, but that might be the first time I smiled since that one game. Everyone was talking about taking a 2-1. I'm seeing J.R. Smith is trending on Twitter. Is that because they're calling De'Aaron Fox J.R. Smith? What was dumber? J.R. Smith forgetting his score in 2018 or Wemby or De'Aaron Fox taking that layup? I don't know what Fox was thinking. all that De'Aaron Fox has to do is do this and not lose the ball. Call timeout. That's also an option, by the way. You have timeout in your pocket. And we just went home with it, right? Do we use it? No, we use it after the OG tip. But we have a timeout. De'Aaron Fox gets full control, clearly enough for him to put up a shot. He could have called timeout. He could have turned the ball around, gone like this, timeout. Any referee is looking at him. And hey, if it was a missed call by the referee and that's how we lost, I would still be raging on here. But I would be raging for a different reason. I can't believe that my player on my team did that. I'm remembering something which is crazy right now. I was driving into work today, and there was a Tesla in front of me. And if you guys don't know how Teslas work, they have this thing called regenerative braking, where you just basically use one pedal to control the car. So this guy, it has a gas pedal, and when you release the gas pedal, the brakes immediately initiate. It doesn't just slow down because there's no more gas coming in. The brakes are initiating. So there's a Tesla driving in front of me on the freeway, and it just suddenly stops, and I fucking have to yam my brake, and I'm like an inch away from hitting this guy. I turn my wheel so that I would go into the other lane, worst case, but somehow make it out of that alive. And I'm like, man, this is gonna be a bad day. And then I was like, damn, it is gonna be worse if the Spurs lose tonight. And I was like, nah, that won't happen. And the entire night, Spurs are up the entire game. My little brother is asking me, hey, do you want to play basketball after? And I'm like, yeah, I'm down. I just saw some amazing basketball. I'm going to be Steph Castle out there. I'm going to be Dylan Harper out there. Obviously, I'm not that good at basketball. I've never been. But I will say the way I play basketball against rec league guys, just like Steph Castle. But yeah, I can see my veins starting to go away a little bit. I can see my pulse starting to regulate. Not even completely, but fuck cardio. I just got like a year's worth of that in that loss. But yeah, people are always like, why do you watch Spurs games when they're up by 30? And it's because I know my team can blow leads. I know my team settles in, and that is, what they say when people are like, hey, it's a young team and this and that. You take De'Aaron Fox's brain and put in a bird, he's gonna bark. What that even mean? I don't know what that means. De'Aaron Fox cost San Antonio the game. De'Aaron Fox cost the Spurs the series. The Spurs with a 29-point lead. The Spurs are supposed to be up 3-1 right now. What a choke job. I can't associate with y'all anymore. De'Aaron Fox's brain with the NBA Finals on the line. Either we win and make history, or we lose and we still did better than 22-year-old Bron. Here's what I'm going to say here. Again, MJ fans, not going to like this one. You are not a worse basketball player because you lost your finals that you made at 22 years old. Michael Jordan H. Well, I know he wasn't in the finals at 22, but let's see. He's born in 1963, and his first championship is in, can I see the year? I think it's 86, but I'm not 100% sure. Damn, can I not see this shit? Why can't I see his finals appearances? Okay. Awards championships. There you go. 96. No, sorry. Oh, 91. 91, and when was he born again? 63? He was 28. That's how old De'Aaron Fox is right now. God, De'Aaron Fox. This is going to be... I know the Ray Allen 3 is generational, and, you know, to me, the best clip of all time, or like the best play in the NBA history, is Iguodala to Curry, back up to Iguodala for the layup block by James. But a lot of people will say, I'm not even going to say it, but Ray Allen hitting the 3, that's their best play in NBA history. That's fair. I'm going to say that, you know, it's not one play. But what hurts me more, and maybe it was because I was 8 watching that series, that the Spurs, you know, blew their 3-2 lead and Ray Allen extends it to Game 7. And I didn't really, you know, like, I got basketball, but I didn't get the intricacies of, like, you know, being up 3-2 and all that. I was just like, oh, it's just a 1-game lead. Like, it's not a crazy, like, lead blown. Well, in these things, it's pretty crazy. Again, this team has accomplished so much. This team is way beyond what anyone thought it would be. And now we have finals experience, which means now there's pressure on us. And from what I can see, there is one player. I don't know if Dylan Harper can handle pressure, by the way. This is no shade to Dylan Harper, because I haven't seen anything of Dylan Harper in the clutch other than one bad pass. So maybe he can't, but it's... I'm genuinely in shock. I may not come out of my room. I may not take a shower. I may not do anything for the next fucking however long left I have in living this game. I don't know. I might have to go check my heart rate, or like the conditions of my heart at this point, because of like what this game did. Yeah, it just actually just keeps coming through. There's just more and more posts. There's more and more conversations. And the only reason that we didn't lose game 1 or game 3 was because we wanted to keep our 3-0 streak alive. I'm going to tell you this. And I can say this because I'm not Kenny Atkinson. I'm not the coach of the Spurs. The Spurs are the better team. Like, the Spurs are a better NBA team than the New York Knicks. But so were the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers were a better NBA team than the New York Knicks. You can argue with Joel Embiid playing that the Sixers are a better NBA team than the New York Knicks. But the New York Knicks just play basketball. They don't give a fuck about all that. And you know how Wemby did this? I'm in your head. I'm in your head. Yeah. The Knicks, they don't have a head. They just play basketball. There's no brain. There's no anything. Mike Brown, you know, like, he's a great coach and everything. He's actually probably one of the best coaches of all time. There's not much going on there. There's no scheming. There's no nothing. It's just, can Brunson chuck this shot up and make it? Can Brunson flail his arms around like that and do it? Can Cat dominate in the insides like he was able to before? The only brains that exist in New York are those in the front office. I can't believe we're going to let Rick Brunson, a man who has raped 2 women on 2 different accounts, One he got away with, and the second time, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. A second alleged, right, where nothing happens, but he's forced to resign from his job in Minnesota, goes here and follows in his son's footsteps. We're going to let that scumbag beat us? It's unreal. And, you know, Knicks fans are going to party in the streets. Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't even know what to say. I'm about to open up TikTok and see. Oh, okay, that's an ad. I get that this is a franchise that hasn't had to deal with too much loss in its life or in its time. Let me just pull up the San Antonio Spurs here. On Basketball Reference, it still says their last game was a win. If I reload that, it still says it. I might just keep reloading it. Oh, that's a wait, that's weird. But if we look, is there a way I can see our seasons over time on this stupid platform? I guess not. We look at the previous season. We finish 34-48. Greg Popovich doesn't get to coach after 5 games because of his unfortunate injuries and issues with his health. Before that, 22-60. Again, we wasted our last season of him. And I know that we pull him out as a weapon in between losses, but hey, we have to win a game before. We need to win 3 straight now. There is nothing about us as a team that tells me that we can win 3 straight. All we did this series was defend the Warriors 15-0 NBA record. That is it. Because if it wasn't for us taking them down in game 3, we wouldn't have done shit. We've proved that Dylan Harper is an elite basketball player. We have proved that Stephon Castle is clutch, and you know all the things that people were saying about him, that hey, maybe he shouldn't even be a lead guard in this league. Maybe he shouldn't be a league point guard, but he's definitely a lead guard. He is clutch. You want him when the game is close. Victor Wembanyama, we've shown that, you know, if he hates the team enough, if the other team doesn't have a real center, he can dominate. Again, I'm trying to think back, and maybe it was because I was younger, and it's because school was out and everything that I didn't really have these interactions with my friends about the Warriors 3-1 loss. Because, at the time I think I was 11 and I didn't have access to a phone. But yeah, I've now streamed for 45 minutes talking to myself to cope, while ignoring my girl, while ignoring literally everyone. My eyes are burning because I think I wanted to cry the entire time. I want to do a fantasy stream tonight. I probably still will. But I got this as my first gift in years. This right here. This is the first gift that I've asked for in years from my family. I'm going to turn around because I don't even want to read the name. I've never been so ashamed of someone who I wore so proudly on my back. Never. Never in my fucking life. My head is pounding right now. I'm still fuming. I've calmed down a little bit here. I'm still fuming. Golly. It feels like it's 90 degrees in this house, and maybe it is actually. But it's definitely hotter because of the way that I'm feeling right now. Oh. We are now at least an hour removed from the actual game. I look like shit. I feel like shit. I don't know. I don't know how you can ever recover from a game like this. I was screaming. My entire neighborhood probably found out that the Spurs lost. I live in an old Asian neighborhood. No one here watches basketball. I have been a Spurs fan since 2011. Since 2011, a lot of things have happened. In 2013, we blow a 3-2 lead in the NBA Finals. 21-year-old Kawhi can't get it done. To me, that's like, yeah, this might be it for Tim Duncan. This might have been his last chance. I'm lucky to see in 2014 my team put up that trophy and hold it high above their heads, to see my favorite player of all time and to see the guy that I watched tape of after he was drafted out of San Diego State. I saw 2015 where I thought the Spurs were going to make a run. I saw 2016 where I thought that we were going to send Tim Duncan off with a playoff ring or with a championship. I saw 2017 where my heart broke in two because I saw a team that was about to take down the best team ever created by 30 in game one and see my star player lose his hamstring. It took the best player literally not playing again for over a year and getting him asking for a trade for us to lose by 30 in that situation. We lost by 30 with everyone playing. Again, going back to the request, I watched that entire season as we got unclear reports on what was happening with Kawhi. and where we found out that Tony Parker was being a fucking French asshole in the locker room. I saw the trade, and I congratulated Kawhi on his win in Toronto, and I said, hey, you're moving back to the West, buddy. You're not getting one that easy. I see KD leave. I see DeMar DeRozan and LaMarcus Aldridge in the regular season, and while I never liked DeMar, I thought we had a shot, and then my hatred for DeMar grew, and I see his ass get fucking traded back. He leaves. He cries about being in San Antonio. Cries about his mental health. And fine. Question all well. I don't know if y'all could hear that. Cries about everything. He's a nothing. I see us draft Devin Vassell, and I'm like, wow, this kid is really something. I see us draft Keldon Johnson, and while it never looked like Keldon Johnson was going to be the one, while it never looked like Devin Vassell was going to be the two, both these players look like the 2 and the 3 on our next team. And then we get Jeremy Sochan. That didn't work out too well. But if we didn't get Jeremy Sochan, then we wouldn't have gotten Wemby. Wemby has his struggles. We only win another 22-game season. But guess what? Then we get the national champion in Steph Castle. I had to see DeJounte Murray, a player that I was in love with. Obviously not sexually. I have a girlfriend. A player I was in love with get traded to the Pelicans. I have to see Derek White get traded to the Celtics and win a ring with them. Because here's the thing, while I did get to watch the tail end of the years with Tony Parker, with Manu Ginobili, with Tim Duncan, the players I grew up watching, Kawhi Leonard, Danny Green, LaMarcus Aldridge, DeMar DeRozan, Bryn Forbes, DeJounte Murray, Derek White, Jakob Poeltl, and all these players. DeMar ain't do shit. Fuck that guy. LaMarcus doesn't get a ring. I see Derek White go get a ring with someone else. I see DeJounte go play elite with Trae Young. And, he showed New York who's boss. I see Kawhi 1 year after requesting a trade showing us why it was him for the reason that we were the second seed in a year where there is a team with bajillion wins, team that is going to add Kevin Durant the next season, showing why we were so relevant. It was him and no one else. And I miss being able to root for a player like that. Because at the end of the day, when this game came down to it, Wemby wasn't the best player on the court. Wemby wasn't the best player on our team. De'Aaron Fox may have made some issues, but he hit a clutch 3 down the line. He didn't miss 2 free throws down the line. Steph Castle made 4 free throws down the line. I can't do the 22-year-old argument anymore. I locked myself in my fucking room for the past hour and a half. Hour and a half. There weren't any excuses floating around when Kawhi was out there and he had to guard LeBron James. Kawhi guarded LeBron James to lead the Spurs to a finals in 2014. You're telling me that Wemby can't guard Cat and OG Anunoby? Kawhi's number 4 in Toronto, and a dude that Jimmy Butler thought was so soft, he wanted to get traded? That's who we can't guard? Steph Castle is the only reason why I could ever believe that this team will make it back. And I would love to be wrong. I am in a win-win situation. I look like this crazy smart guy who's saying Wemby's not clutch on the internet. Or my favorite team wins the championship. I have no loss in this situation. I don't care. If I actually can't see anything from Wemby, I don't know if I want to. I don't think people understand how much of my life is basketball when I talk to them at the end of the day. Like, I'll be sitting at work sometimes thinking about, like, basketball. When there's a game, especially these finals games, I have not been able to sit at my desk and think. I've been clocking out at 3:30, and today, thank God, my manager left early. But I've been clocking out at 3:30, 3:45, so I can hit the gym and go and watch the game. And for my team to let me down like that, it's 9:47. I don't know. It may be time to hop in some drafts, so I will switch my streaming service here so that I can hop in a draft here with you guys, but I am so devastated. How did that make the most noise? Yeah. Anyway, I will try to edit this down into a video or maybe a few shorts or something. I don't know. I'll figure that out, but I'm sorry I couldn't give y'all real content. I know that not many people actually even watch this. I know for some reason I saw that I was getting like content spikes, which was crazy, but difference between 3-1 Knicks and 3-1 Spurs, yeah. Keldon Johnson, you fucker. All right, I'm gonna end the stream right now because if I don't do it right now, I'm never ever gonna end this. So, yeah. Go Spurs, go. Wait, I'm fucking retarded. Go Spurs, go. I'm not showing the number on purpose. We need this team. Not this one. We need this team. Yeah. Hour-long stream. My fault, y'all. I'll catch you.